The final operation which I wanted to show you in this particular section before we conclude the manual testing scenarios that we always do it is to add few more features like BDD scenarios, which is mostly used while we try to perform those operations. And also sometimes we used to have a mind map for telling what are the different types of logical scenarios that we can generate. We can do that as well. So we can ask ChatGPT if we could able to get that out. So I'm going to say, write all the above scenarios in the BDD Gherkin format. And you will notice that it is going to start writing the scenarios for me in the BDD Gherkin format. And there are two responses this time. Which response you like it, you may choose it. So you see that it adds a feature and then a scenario, and there is one output without having a feature. It just has got the scenario there, and it is trying to input those value for that. And similarly, you can see that there is another scenario which has got the duration worked, the validation, emails, and all the characters. So this way you can see that we have got quite a lot of information at the moment to get something that we are expecting to have while we try to write those scenarios in an organization that we are working for. This kind of scenarios can be very, very helpful, which we can directly use it for the automation testing purpose as well, because we can use this as an input for the automation testing team while they are trying to implement it for their testing purpose, because these are the input scenarios which usually comes from the business. But this time, as we already have the entire page and we have already created the manual testing scenarios, we can now directly create the BDD scenarios for all of them and try to create these scenarios, which we can just put it probably in a Confluence page or anything like that, and then we can just use it for the automation testing purpose. And I think I like both the output. I have not read everything, but I think I just prefer this response because it is quite good. But you already have an option to get two different responses based on what is being generated by this ChatGPT. It is quite awesome. So that is another way for us to get the scenarios out as an input for the automation testing team. And what if we wanted to get like a mermaid drawing or a entire mind map structure? So let's see if I can able to write that. So draw a mermaid drawing for all the scenarios listed. So now you can see that ChatGPT can able to draw the mermaid drawing for the scenarios that it has got. So let's see if it can able to generate it. Now you can see that it is trying to generate a mermaid drawing, but it's very bad. It's just generating a mermaid itself, which is not quite right. So I'm gonna say generate a mind map drawing for the above test scenarios. Let's see if it could able to do that. I still highly doubt, because now it's putting all the drawing the mermaid but it's not what we are supposed to be expecting. So let's see what's going to happen this time. There we go. I think this mind map is looking far better than before. It has got the web form test scenarios for the validation and all the names and stuff. But I still don't like how it is generating things. But yeah, you got the idea how these things are working. But the time when we are speaking all these things, you also see that we have got a problem here. It says you have hit the free plan limit of the GPT-4 and you need to continue using this limit after 8:33. So I got 4 hours duration limit, like 4-hour pause of using this GPT anymore. That's a problem we have, guys. We can't use this GPT forever while we are working in an organization if you don't have a paid license for it. And that's why you should be using the offline version. I mean, you can use the free version if you wanted to, but that's going to be not as better as what you're seeing in the outputs over here.